Appreciate you, brother. So my next question is me and a fellow spiritual brother of mine, we kind of agree to disagree, but he says he wants to use Trump's crypto market to gain his wealth, but spiritually inside me, or intuitively, I should say, I don't feel like we should use the enemy at all to gain anything if we are truly trying to ascend spiritually.
Oh,
What do you think?
yeah, we don't have any enemies. We deal with love, right? Ashok, and there's no thing as spiritual money. So I know what you mean in terms of doing things ethically or morally to, you know what I mean, to achieve wealth. But we've got our own stuff. We've got a lot of wealth. We just don't know or like work together or come together in love and unity. And I mean, yeah, you can make money from crypto, but like anything else, I mean, if we want to start saying using the devil's stuff, then you're going to have to, unless you can replace it with your own stuff, then everything you pretty much do. Like, are you going to stop using transportation? Are you going to stop using the roads? Are you going to stop using the hospitals? That's the ultimate aim. And that's why we have our own communities and build communities so that we can, because nobody really knows us as we know ourselves. But we have to constantly remind people that this is not a black thing and it's not a separatist or separation thing, and we're not trying to be like do to others what they did to us, because then we just become, if we do what the devil did, we become the devil. So we got to work together, find ways of being self-sufficient. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad and all the great leaders taught. And other races do it as well, you know, do for self, you know, like build. We are builders. We built the pyramids and we built communities. We built we civilized everybody else. We're the civilizers. So the richest by far with all the resources, you know, Africa's got all the resources that built the wealth of the West, you know, gold, platinum. And most of what has been stolen or taken from Africa is literally like less than 10% of what is still there and available. So, you know, we just need to organize, come together, work together, build, and build for, you know, watch. It's like the movie Black, Pan- Black Panther. We're like the Wakanda. So, you know, but I got another caller, so let me just interrupt and take this. Hey, Rahul Bat, Kalimonk, how you doing?
Bob,
Rahul Bat.
I'm okay, man. I'm back here in Los Angeles, and my chest is hurting because of the poor air quality.
Oh, man.
You know what I mean? I think that they're doing this on purpose, man. They're trying to lower our population because they have their agendas or whatever. But like you said, we don't live in fear. We have our own agendas, and
100%.
we're gonna survive. Yeah, we're gonna survive. So my question to you is, what is your whole thought about the cloning situation? Because I was thinking, like, how come the master teacher didn't clone himself so he can still be out here? Because we miss him. We are missing so much.
You know what?
Yeah. I've been studying the master teacher for a while, and we just need him so bad out here, man. We just need his presence, and it's just like they knew what they were doing by taking him away from us, man. And it's just like we just need him so much right now. So, what do you think about the cloning thing?
Yeah, there are no shortcuts. He's unique. He's who he is. And if you study cloning, remember, he was the first one to really go deep into the cloning thing. If you go back to the man from Planet Risk, he explained about cloning. He explained in even like the Holy Tablets, you know, he was telling you about Ra'el and, you know, the society, Clone Aid. They were cloning many years ago. The sheep Dolly, you know, they've been cloning for a long time to the point where now you don't know who's a clone from who's real, and he warned us of this. Many celebrities now have clones. You know, there's talk about, you know, I don't know if you've seen the latest Bad Boy with Will Smith and What's
Oh
up,
yeah. Oh
Martin
yeah,
Lawrence?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. They have
Apparently,
clones in Brazil.
yeah, they said
Right.
that he passed away and his family were aware and they signed agreements to clone him and stuff. But obviously, people have to do their own research. I'm just trying to say like there are people that you see celebrities that people are like they're in one state and they're in another state at the same time performing, doing shows and people are catching people
Wow.
like they're glitching and like you know needing reboots and recharges and stuff like that. And when you
Yeah.
look carefully, it's getting to a point where, and the master warned us about this in the Man from Planet Risk book. So when you say cloning, cloning has been a science that's been mastered a long time ago. And when you really think about it, going back to even like, you know, what he was explaining that the the um the rich people that can afford it, even back then there was a recording, he was answering a sister's question and he was like, it's not like everybody had a clone. It's like those who needed body parts, right? People that needed body parts and could afford it, because imagine you needed a heart transplant or a liver or
Yeah.
whatever, and you could afford it. You could use something called cryogenics, which is basically have those organs ready. So, because
Right.
you hear people that be like, we need a heart, and they got to try and find a match, and then if it's not found in time, they can't make it. So these rich people will have clones for body parts. So when they needed a transplant, it was there ready, and so that's something that has been happening for a very very long time. The only problem
Right.
with cryogenics is like you can't do that with the brain. You can only do that with body
Right.
parts.
Right.
So if you
Yeah.
have, if you haven't got the brain and the brain is completely damaged, then that's not going to work. But yeah, there are many clones now around and cyborgs and all kinds of beings that you don't know who's who anymore on planet Earth. So yeah, you got
Yeah.
to be
Yeah.
careful. And
Yeah.
now, obviously,
Right.
Elon Musk and his robots, I've seen, they're
Yeah.
getting more and more advanced, and they've got AI in them now, and it's just getting to a point where, they tell
Right.
you what they're doing in the movies. There was a movie
Yeah.
called Ex
Yeah.
Machina that came out many, many years ago. If you ain't seen
Oh,
that,
okay.
yeah. But anyway,
Oh
go
yeah.
go ahead.
Y'all see that? Yeah. Yeah. So that term cryogenics. The first time I heard that was in the movie Demolition Man,
Right there, you
and
go. Yes.
I actually seen it. Yeah, I actually seen it. So they have that technology. They're just not releasing it to the public. The
Oh
public
yeah,
don't
I
know
mean the
about it.
technology that the public has. Remember, when new technology comes out, it's normally, even for you to be able to work on the project. This is why a lot of people have to have security clearance to work in certain departments, and they're
Wow.
sworn to secrecy because they will try and test it out, and then by the time it's in the public, they're like 6 levels deeper. So the master again, he explained that to us many years ago. He's like, if you got an iPhone 1 right now, they're already 6 iPhones deep. So, but in
Yeah.
order to make money and milk it, they have to stagnate how they release it to the public. So
Right.
it's like every time you go, oh, there's a new feature with the new iPhones or the new whatever it is, you'll go and get that, and then after like a while, they will release the next one with a few more features, and that just keeps like drip feeding you until you just keep buying and buying and buying. So yeah,
Yeah.
they already have that. They have so much. When we're dealing with extraterrestrials, the level of technology we're talking about is crazy. But to go back to your
Right.
original question, yeah, the master teacher is an original, and instead of us keep talking about things like having a replacement or what happens when he's gone, let's focus on getting him out. That's what we need to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Definitely. Okay, brother.
Appreciate
Thank
you.
you, man. Thank
Take
your
care.
answer.
Appreciate love.
All right.
Take care.
All right. Listen back.
Wadu.
All right.